Our major Achilles heel is the level of our anger. As I mentioned once before, we're not having a problem with hatred. We're having a problem with anger. Because anger is what's tearing up our personal world and blocks us from the vision of our own future, the vision of our own lives. That's the breath. If you lose it, you start breathing. And I told you can hardly talk, let alone think. The breath and the mind and the imagination are interlaced. Move one and you move the others. If I can make you angry, I can control your mind. If I can change your breathing level, I can change your mentality. You see? If I can send you a telemantric thought, a picture thought that frightens, I can control your whole emotional nature. You see? Just with a picture. So whether it's real, true, or not, it doesn't matter. If I can create a response in you. If a child can make you angry, fearful, despondent, that child becomes your master. See? Any one thing, idea, or force that can change or control your breath, your imagination, and your mind is your master. See? So it's important to keep under control your breath, your imagination, and your mind. You take, and in the technique of breath control, you're at that point in meditation or your mental experience of trying to get rid of a fearful thought or an angry thought. Because when you meditate, this stuff's going to come to the front. Something she said 12 years ago when y'all was in the bed or sitting on the couch, and you there 12 years later in a meditative posture, and this stuff comes up. Yeah. And it's going to come up. You know, it's going to come up. You have to deal with it right then. But my wife made me so. She didn't make me so mad. She did something that made me angry. That was 1967, so it was about, you know. And I was sitting in a restaurant parking lot, and I remembered something she said, and it hurt me so bad. It went right up my spine. It was hurting me, you know. It was a thought, a remembrance of something she did way back when, you know. So I had to go home and deal with that, you know. And it took most of the night, and it still wasn't all gone. You bring a thought to mind, you bring the picture there, and you breathe. You blow until the energy releases itself from the picture. Now you can tell when it does, because the picture, the thought, doesn't hurt anymore. That's when you know you've detached from that past experience. Okay? Now if you don't, this is the stuff that makes us sick. Angry, bitter thoughts settling in the subconscious. Okay? Because all of this is in the subconscious, your body parts. Okay? And we need to understand our thinking. With this melanin in our blood, we are moving power against ourselves with our anger, our regret, our jealousy, our suspicions, you know, our fears, our anxieties. You know, we're doing that stuff to ourselves.